So, as we talked before, that the first thing what I want to talk is the chemtrailing. Yeah, I'm not sure. Some people will watch more the beautiful face of Charlie, or that what I want to show you. But I'm also not so. I think it's really funny for me to have every time a watcher, and I think exposing stuff will be. Yeah, I don't know the ape, it looks like, I don't know, some kind of DNA. They make it real that in the history of humankind, people believe that we are evolutionary come from the apes. That means that we are live on trees, eat bananas, and I don't know what for kind of stuff more. But it's in history, and I feel I love it to talk about history and real evolution stuff. No, so Mr. Charlie, thank you very much for you again for your family facings and and so on. So guys, the chemtrails. I want to make here a display like here we have some underground caves maybe used by Illuminati's or reptilian stuffs. Here are the normal ground houses where we live on, like the ocean is 0 point. It's the same 0 point, and when it goes in ups in the mountains in the Alps or in some mountains, so we can see here a little bit coming up. Yeah, and when they spray chemtrails, so they you can think or be sure that they make in different highs and over cities. The best example is over cities. They have in a position who's maybe 25,000 meters high. Some so the chemicals who goes up. The chemicals who spray have different kinds of identifications. Example who are changing the hue of lights or changing the electromagnetic fields, and but I will explain it in different ways, so let's go on. Yeah, some chemical stuffs goes up and build here um, um, some kind of 20 or 50,000 square miles, very very big. It looks like a ship in camouflage in the chemtrails. It can it can be also, but I think it's only a kind of, they make the pressure here over cities, over this kind of big stuffs, or like looking like normal clouds. But you can see it when you look at it. It's weird, It's not like a cloud of a normal, not a form. So what we can also see that chemicals were sprayed, as we know that in the mountains, the clouds creating over the oceans and the mountains, clouds in the sky. So the chemicals who are coming over this kind of fresh air, fresh water cloud from when it comes from the ocean, when the ocean is not so dirty, or is from a sea or from a mountain or from mountains high, when it's create, it's clean, it's more clean as in the cities and the chemtrails. So they make here the pressure over the fresh clouds and over, and they mix it up over cities in different ways. It's when it's in cold weather, so they use other chemicals when it's warm weather. And when, in example, in Brazil, A good example is Brasilia. In the agro industry, they spray a lot of chemicals to, yeah, to let show that it's better for the plant. So in real, they spray also chemicals to manifest the chemtrails in the Amazonas, where we know where the fresh air comes out. So in the another chemicals are like a filter. That means that, yeah, holographic stuffs can happen. Um, the energy fields on the ground are changed. I want to make another example. Like here we have a little map. I will make a road, and here are a lot of houses. As you know, there's two ways, and so the people talk about helicopters that are coming out of nowhere, airplanes who are coming out of nowhere, and so I want to explain how it happens, well, what's going on there. The people also talk about that they see from one over another second an airplane who comes and spray that chemtrails. So what they are seeing is that when they maybe live here and here's some supermarket, or they people everything's connected with crystal, chemical, and canvases. That's the three parts who are very important to know. And the chemtrails, and as an example here, 100 or 300 or 1 kilometer high, they come and spray in this way as you go. Some people say they have damn DNAs in these chemtrails and mix it up with the rest of the fecalion from the humans, so they can better control the people who are just um, infected with crystal and crystal body modifications. And how it happens, crystal body modifications, it happens with the chembusters. The buster, that means some idiots of people, I don't know who do it or who say it. Yeah, I want to explain to people that when you have a chembuster, so the chemtrails go, but they are going, that's right, but the problem is that the people, why here they put here different metals in to create this chembuster, and the people who are living in near from there, they are infected. That means that when they are humans, so they are so very, I don't know, I don't kind of say enemy for them, another entities. Why? The human as a self have bones, and the bones, they are like crystals. That means that everything change when he creates this canvasser, and you see it becomes together and function, and so the human who use canvasser are like an enemy for them, or let me say like infected. So he can also infect another person. So the biggest enemy then we comes with a mobile phone. That is the connection with a mobile phone. Why they put in every person's hand is poisonous stuff, who poison your body physics and body metals. Um, yeah, we can see how important is the human and this resource for them, other entities, and also for the clean up the bodies. So I think the first 10 minutes will be explaining a little bit more about what we talk next. And yeah, we have also different things about the sea. That means that they can also spray chemtrails over chem ships, chemical ships. They are creating with balloons in high areas like 20,000 kilometers. So much clouds, so that, yeah, that they can create um, a wall, or let me say a formation when they attack it with scalar waves. Or so the microwave example with a microphone is very important. That a manipulation system of the MVO. So we have the MK Ultra stuffs. That means that people who are like the tutors or some persons who are important, they are really attack under the scalar waves, and this microwave attack target individuals. And so the people say, okay, it's like chess field. I don't know, I'm not sure it's a good explanation, but the world as them looking like on chessboards. That means that in Africa they spray a lot chemtrails, in Brazil they spray a lot of chemical stuffs in the air and in the oceans. Can see it in Africa as example. Here in this area, where also like not like Bermuda, so the ships they are crossing these points also. And what we can see here that they are with chemical ships in the west points of Africa and West Europe. So they control better the populations of the land. And another chemical stuffs were not so as which are a little bit more. That means barium or titanium or some kind of chemicals who goes down. That means that when the next rain, and the rain are in this moments where we live, 99% of the rainfall is controlled by the NWO and CERN and HARP. And normally I want to explain the HARP better, but I don't know a lot of. So we know that over the chemtrails they can, from here maybe they can use it over like an scalar wave here on this point, and this react again with the city. So I'm sure that they HARP is the connection, and with CERN is the connection where they control it. So we can use also that. Okay. Before we talk about something, what I have forget in the moment. Barium and titanium who falls down and comes with this created rain cloud, and it's poisoned rain. You can see it in the faces of the people. A lot of people in a moment we can talk about from the human population, more than 45% of they have signs on the skin from this poisonous rain. So you can say, okay, maybe it's not so, but it is. That means everyone can see it herself in his face that something has changed there. People become allergic, people become ill, people become in a different way of life. And so that's all 15 minutes. Now, normally I want to talk more, and I can. Well, my new channel allowed me to do it. So I do it, it's like